Hey guys, it's everybody. Oh shit. Fuck it. When are you editing it? Hey, what's going on? SCS here. Welcome to another simple review. In the second year of doing this, it's been a while. I've only did so many right now. I'm finally get back on my course, and let's just get off the bat here. We're at this movie here. I'm at my grandma's too, by the way. The lighting and crap. We're back at my grandma's again. I haven't stayed here in so long, and so I'm going to do some movies. And I'm trying to watch 2 movies each day. As a challenge, I've never completed 20 movies from the library, and I'm trying to do that, but I don't know if it's even possible, maybe. I'm trying not just to do all these movies, it'd be great to do. But we start off this first film, which I got 2 films from my grandma. I got one comedy and one western, and I start with the western, and that is this movie for the simple review for the day will be The Indian Fighter with Kirk Douglas. This is a 1956 western film, and this is pretty. I mean, I don't know how I'm not really a good reviewer for westerns, but things, and also too, this is like the first movie in like a couple of months since I've watched with my grandmother and then reviewed it, because some of these films, because also I can't really adapt to some of these storylines and whatnot, because they get kind of boring or whatnot. But this one right here was very interesting because I saw the back, and also Kirk Douglas, and I've seen, which I did watch a film with Kirk Douglas and John Wayne, which I forgot which one that movie was called. Damn it. Or the War Wagon, which was pretty good, but I never did the review or anything for it. But this was actually pretty cool and interesting. With the Indian Fire, he's basically, after the Civil War, Johnny Hawks, he plays. Well, hold on, I don't know. Before I get to the spoiler parts here, but let's just get to the punch stuff. I mean, well, the stories that he's just, which I don't know why I just did that, but sorry guys, it's been a while since I made a video. But this film is pretty alright. It was okay. I thought, the storyline stayed its course. I think Kirk Douglas did a very damn good job. This guy's his character he plays Johnny Hawks is pissed off. Just he's peacekeeping. He's with the Indians, and then he's with the white people, his own people. But he's more loving for the Indians and whatnot. And they call him the Indian Fighter. And like throughout the film, like he doesn't really fight the Indians. But at the end, when some people fuck up and sabotage them, he kills the Indians. But he goes back and forth. This is a guy who talks the talk and walks the walk. He's fearless. He's fucking courageous, and he knows how to whip some mess. But the things, though, and like I said, this was a very good, interesting Western film. I definitely recommend this Western film of all time. This might be rewatchable, because I did actually get into the story, and I actually enjoyed it. This 1956 film, the Indian Fighter. But here we are. We'll talk about the spoilers and whatever not. I mean, the character we can just talk about. I mean, like I said, he's fearless as hell. He knows what the fuck he wants, and he's not afraid to do it and face up the music. He'll go into Indian territory and stuff. I mean, he's basically just the first thing that starts out is just this the Indian daughter, Red Cloud. I think, and his daughter, which Kirk meets. I mean, he's Johnny Hawks, the legendary Johnny Hawks, and he goes to like this girl that's his daughter. Her daughter, I think, what the fuck's her name? The fuck, Elsa Martinelli. And she's still alive. She's 81 years old. Damn. But here's the main, Johnny Hawks is the man who made his name fighting Indians. Returned to the West after the Civil War, he must now keep the wronged Sioux warriors from massacring the Oregon-bound wagon train and send into the nearby fort. So that's basically what he has to do. And he keeps with the Sioux, And then, but the thing is, though, he goes for the Red Cloud's youngest daughter. And I don't know what age Kirk Douglas is in here, but the thing is, though, he goes for this sexy Indian. She's gorgeous. Her name's a Tanti, or I don't know how to say. Oh, Tani. I don't know. What is that? Wow, that was Diana Douglas. That's something. Diana Douglas is. Okay, now we can. But the thing is that hold on real quick. I just read some of the actors' names in the plot. But he's supposed to. They want him to. He goes to the general and then he tells them, or tells the Indians, like, the peace treaty, to get everybody together because there's this big war wagon coming up, and they said, well, they come our land, we kill no traded whiskey for gold, and then they have a gold place that they're trying to head around. But that's when we get to Walter Matthau and Lon Chaney. Lon Chaney of all people. And Walter Matthau, I didn't even know. I forgot that was him. I thought it was Walter. It's him from Angry Old Man. I mean, Grumpy Old Man. He's young as hell here. This is the youngest I've seen him in the film. But they're dumbasses. They come in and try to shoot after the Indians when Kirk Douglas is Johnny Hawks is trying to get everything settled and shit. But these two jackasses come in here and try to ruin every fucking thing. Luke Cheney is the Wolfman, old as hell here, and he's I don't know. It made his character as the bitch. Like he's the bitch character. He's fucking Walter Matthau's bitch, and yeah. And his death at the very end of the film, Lon Chaney's death was so stupid. I mean, they threw dynamite, but it didn't look like it even hit him. But then maybe the vibrations killed him, though. But it didn't kill Kirk Douglas. So, I mean, they kind of pissed on Lon Chaney's fucking whole. I mean, it was good, what he was, but he was just playing a bitch character to a fucking young Walter Matthau. And he plays the dick on here, but that's what they do. But then he befriends with them, and then you realize that he's really after the gold himself. So Johnny Hawks is this gossiping fucking betrayer, but doesn't give two shits. He's basically an anti-hero here. He changes back and forth, but he's a guy who can talk to talk and walk to talk. People these days, in the public days, they just talk to talk. They can't walk to walk, or they pussy about it, bitch and moan about it. But this was pretty fucking good and shit. And then later, about now, since I said, oh my god, really, Dinah Douglas, and then I forget his name is Dirk Douglas. There's this woman, also things too. He's trying to get with the Indian chick, but later on in the film, he goes and they all play in the water and soaking my nipples and rubby my tuggy. But then he goes into the fort or whatever, this town, and he meets this woman. What's her name on here? Let's see. Susan Rogers, and Susan Rogers, and she just froze herself. She just froze herself to him, like, I lost my husband in this war, but she just was like, oh, can you have for dinner? Because her boy keeps on like, oh, you're the Indian fighter, But before I said that, but that's his wife though. That's funny how his wife, and she actually died last year, but his wife plays the chick that wants him so bad, but he cockblocked. He fucking says, fuck you, and he goes after the Indian, the younger one, and then fucks her and gets his dick sucked from the damn Indian. Oh! So, but yeah, I didn't even know, I just saw that. I wonder if that was his son too, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, but the bastards, Matthau, and they just fuck off, and then he saves them, and he fights the Indians. They don't kill them. That's the things too. He doesn't want to kill Indians. He really doesn't think about it. But then again, when they fight people, he goes back and forth and he kills them too. But at the very end of the day, he tries to get, Susan tries to get him, but he's like, no, I'm not interested. He was like, I love the Indian pussy better than yours. And I agree to it, maybe. Hell, I don't give a shit. That's awesome. But at the end of the day, he comes back. Big battle at the very end. I thought it was an outstanding battle. But Lon Chaney's death was kind of stupid. But his whole fucking, he was pretty good. But the way he was just portrayed was like a bitch. Walter Matthau was all right, But Kirk Douglas kicks some ass, and Eliza Martinelli, just gorgeous. She was naked and everything. He was just watching like, oh my god. And here's the fucking things about it. He was telling her in the very first, in the first scene and whatnot, or the first 10 minutes of the film, talking about, oh, I remember you to be a little girl. And it's like, and you see through the film that this guy might be, I think he's in his 40s or 30s, and he's seen this chick when she was like 2 years old, when he was in his 20s or something. Unfucking real. She's like in the very, she says in the thing, the girl, the Indian girl, I'm big now. Yeah, and that's why you're sucking the white man's dick. But that's really what it was. But that is the end of the story. He gets everybody together. Walter Matthau, but his death too was out of the ordinary, but he deserved it because he was a bitch. a stupid cunt like he was. Then he made him all tough. I don't trust that little bastard, fucking Johnny Hawks. But look what happened. You got killed by the Indians because you fucked over him. Because you fucking had their crazy cloud or whatever. I forgot his name was. But they screwed him over, and that's how they ended it. Because they had this fort and everything. Peace treaty was going on and everything. And then they went for do this stagecoach. They go through Oregon. And then those fuckers come in and destroyed everything. And the Indians all think that the damn the white men did it. And that's how the whole big fight scene, which I thought was pretty awesome and whatnot. And Kirk Douglas kicks some ass. But at the end of the day, he ends up talking to Red Cloud and says, we're going to do it to our son, because they're going to have a son. So that's pretty cool. At the very end of the story, pretty good story. And then I think it's pretty, I think I can rewatch this film. I actually enjoyed this Western film, and it's pretty good. It was, and also this was like the random movie of these movies that I borrowed this week. But that is The Indian Fighter from 1956. I hope you guys enjoy. If you enjoy this review or whatnot, I mean, I know I'm a young, but you get people. These westerns are pretty good. I'm much into westerns. My grandpa, my dad got me into them. More my grandfather. But I'm very interested in these, and this is pretty good. I'm just not really much into westerns, and I'm more entertained with the aspect of horror, comedy, drama, and action. But that is The Indian Fighter from 1956. I'm STS. Thank you again for watching their simple review. Welcome to 2016, by the way. And we're going to try to keep it going. I'm trying to do this 20 movie challenge. I got one movie done, 19 left to go. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to try it. Challenge accepted. Peace. We'll see you for the second review.